Hey Sagittarius, Capricorn, how's everyone? Itchy back all of a sudden. Oh, that one piece is bugging me. Just wrap it in there. Okay, we're gonna start off. Firstly, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I hope Christmas went well for you guys. I have some messages for you. Rose, Vex, X, Dog, Evacuate, and Jan. And when I figured Jan is Mary, so can I solve it? Okay. Rose, Vex, X. It kind of feels like you're gonna try and gift an X with something, but I don't think they're gonna take it. Or at least it's not super positive. And maybe it's because of the way you do it or something like that. I don't know. And then Dog and Evacuate. I don't know, maybe you think your ex is a dog. But then why would you be giving them a rose? Or a gift or whatnot? So it makes me feel like you want to make sure your dog is evacuated. Gosh, I'm getting super shivers all over my body. So make sure your dog is evacuated if something happens. So where I live, I'm sure it's everywhere now, you put a little sticker on your front door and it says how many cats and dogs you have, so that whoever's rescuing them knows how many there are. So maybe that's the first step, to make sure you have something like that on your front door. Okay? Yeah. I also feel like if somebody felt like they were being treated like a dog, they would have left. So keep that in mind. Like, they leave. Or they would have already. Okay. I'm gonna cut the deck for the cloud cards and put out your spread for separate weeks. Okay, 4 weeks. General on there. Okay. I'm not sure why I'm shuffling face up, but I can see all the cards. So I'm interested to see if some of them come out in your spread. But I won't mention any of them quite yet, except for Sagittarius cards come out. So let's see if Capricorn's card shows up. Okay, I think we're good on shuffling. What? Uh-oh, causing a little bit of a mess here. Oh, and I always hesitate when 2 come out, and then I'm like, no, it needs to be there. Okay, very first we're going to pick out your animal spirit guide. Your animal spirit guide I've intended for the whole year, so anytime you see reference to this animal, see a picture of it, see it in real life, that kind of a thing, take heed of what you were thinking of, saying, doing, or whatnot right at that moment, because they are helping you at that moment. And you guys have cat, domestic cat, and it says it's time to strike out on your own and replenish your overdependency on others. So before we go too much further in this, because I said it's your spirit guide and you want to take heed, you have 6 cats. Every time they move, you don't want to like take that as a spirit message, right? So firstly, we're going to narrow it down just to a tabby. And this tabby looks like a kitten, so you could call it a kitten tabby to even narrow it down more, so that you're only referencing an actual tabby, orange tabby, probably a kitten, and then that is your guide. Otherwise, think of a particular looking cat or type of cat, and that is yours. But don't use every single cat. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, overdependency on others. I like that in that we all want to basically be self-sufficient, and if we're not being self-sufficient, then we need to really look at what's going on. Like, are we years old and still expect our parents to do the laundry or something, or you know what I mean, that kind of a thing? You need to be doing those things on your own. And like, honestly, I feel like if you are that age, probably on your own if your parents are doing your laundry. And my guess is you don't want to be alone, so learn how to do laundry. It's kind of interesting that I just brought that up because somebody recently that I know did not know that the soap doesn't go into the fabric softener. So literally they were putting the soap in the fabric softener dispenser, which only comes out into the second wash, like the rinse cycle. That one was almost 3 years old, so it really makes you wonder, like, who was doing your laundry? Oh man. Obviously, your mom or your wife has been doing your laundry for your whole life. If you were to lose either one of those people in your life, oof, you don't have clean laundry anymore. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Oh, another thing. This girl, I shouldn't say girl, she's a woman. She's married to this man. They're only slightly older than me, so respect your elders. He got sick over the holidays, and she was like literally starving because she couldn't go to the basically he couldn't drive her to the grocery store. Well, that's ridiculous. Like, if I didn't walk to the grocery store, I'd die because I don't have food if I don't walk to the grocery store, which is kind of ridiculous because I do have a garden in the summertime, but you know what I'm trying to say. If I wasn't self-sufficient, I would die. Nobody's driving me to the grocery store. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm saying this all. I guess I'm just going off on a tangent. So let's look at your cards. Sorry. Okay, Six of Wands and the bubbles. So victory, but it feels like with the bubbles, it's like a champagne feeling. It's like you might be celebrating your victory too soon. So what I feel like. Oh, I didn't go for your underlying energies. Oh gosh, I was talking too much. The voice. Speak in your mind, but except you have Two of Wands, which is waiting, so waiting to speak your mind. Okay, now let's go back to this. You have victory, the bubbles, which I felt like you were celebrating too soon. So know exactly what the victory is, or what you should do with it or about it. It just feels like take it really lightly and maybe needs to be more serious. Now you have Ace of Wands in the dream. This feels like a very not serious energy as well. It feels like you're dreaming about someone in a sexual fashion, or you're dreaming about communication with someone. The way the dream is set up here too, she almost feels like she's communicating telepathically. There's no eyeballs there. They're covered. Or no, they're not covered, but they're just tiny little slits. You can't really see it. But it just feels like a telepathic kind of feeling. Now you have the Big and Ten of Swords. So, the big betrayal. There's something going on here. So, like I said, you might have celebrated too soon, because I think something big is gonna cause some disappointments, heartbreaks, betrayal. Oh, it's not you dreaming of this venture. Passionate, creative venture. Okay, and now you have the High Priestess in the dark. These energies are really similar. And it feels like manifestation. Why did I say that? Because that's the alchemist in this deck, but I was going to say manifestation, but like dark. So you're manifesting like negative things because you're putting that out into the ether. And you know you're doing this because High Priestess is like high knowledge and intuition. So you know you're doing it. So it almost feels like a black magic kind of a feeling. And if it's not that, it's just literally putting out negative thoughts into the ether. So, now you have Ace of Swords, Ten of Wands, and the Lock. So you have another Ace, and another. So possible intellectual start causes a lot of burdens, and it blocks you, or you're blocked from this new start because you have all these burdens. So, I kind of feel like you're bringing on the burdens yourself if you are manifesting dark stuff. It's like the universe works in mysterious ways. Another little tangent. My brother was moving out today and the universe kept blocking him, and I kept saying like, maybe you shouldn't be going then. Not that I didn't want him to go, because I think we had our time. But he was struggling with addictions, and that's why he came here, and now he's going back to the city. And it was like the universe kept trying to stop him, like literally even the highway where his friend was coming to get him was closed for an hour or two because of an accident, you know, like every single thing that the guy needed to do on the other end to get here, it just was blocked. So I just suggested that the universe was telling him not to go, and he's like, yeah, no doubt, maybe I'll have a relapse or whatever. So we were just joking about it. I hope that doesn't happen. But anyways, it feels like the universe is blocking you here because you were manifesting some negative stuff. So be careful of that. Now you have Two of Cups in the sand, so you do want to manifest something lovely. You are trying to do it. It's taking some time and you're waiting. And I really feel like you want to voice your opinion to this big Ten of Swords betrayal. I have something to say about that, because it looks like you were cut off and you need to have closure or something. So now you have Queen of Wands and the Float. That makes me think the Queen of Wands is gone. She left. Or she's got the money and you want it. Because the float to me is money. So, Prince of Wands and the Return. So you want to come back or you want somebody else to come back. But if this is male-female energy, they are looking directly away from each other. So it's like you're in each other's thoughts, but you're really not paying attention to each other. Both doing your own little thing. And I feel like it's because of this. So this is end of the third week. The Thunder and Six of Pentacles. So there's a shake-up in the give and take. And somebody took more than their share. And the other person gave it, but they're not pleased about having to do it, is what I feel. And so there's like a punishment involved. Somebody definitely feels like they got the short end of the stick there. So now you have Three of Pentacles in the Cloud. And I really feel like the Cloud is like a shady thing. Like, you don't know all of the information, or it's not like the Shadow, but it's somebody who knows that you don't know all the information, okay? And they're trying to get you into some kind of contract with them. And you don't know all the information, so you really need to read the fine print, double check. This is the beginning of the fourth week, so be careful. It feels like you need to know more. Like, you basically need to go up in the clouds and look above. Like, take a wider perspective and look at all of the information. Because you might just be focusing on one thing and then you're going to miss the main thing, or the most important thing. So now you have Prince of Cups and the Arrow. And I kind of feel like this is two people's energies. Both of them want to move towards the other person. Like, she's like Cupid with her arrow, and he's got the cup of love. So it's like two energies that want to come together. Before you were looking completely in the opposite direction, and now you're both looking down, sad, disappointed, missing one another. Both see the mistakes you made, and you both wonder if there's ever going to be a correcting of it. And it's interesting now because you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Twin. And I swear these two cards have come up together several different times in several readings. And this is a single energy with the Gemini energy. And I also just felt like it was a single, like if you guys don't get back together or whatever, you're leaving a twin flame. But I feel like the female energy is done with this twin flame. So it kind of sucks. But I feel like if the female energy is done, then the male energy must have done something pretty harsh that caused that, because most of the time it's the male that's the runner, although that's not always the case. Oh, but that makes sense that she would be the runner, she's the single. Oh, but that's what I was saying. Oh gosh, I'm getting tired. So, hopefully this makes sense to you guys. Now that you know the energies around you, hopefully you can at least try and communicate better, especially if you're trying to manifest dark stuff. I think that's a really important pairing. I think you need to really watch what you're trying to manifest. So just try and keep it positive, even if it doesn't feel that way. And Okay, that's it. I will see you back in February. Thanks for everything. Happy New Year, and take care until then. Kate, bye.